All right, I wanted to just briefly go over how to do the poster. I need you to understand that everyone will upload a poster to me in the PowerPoint version onto Canvas Messenger. And then I'll be able to send your poster out to the students who will assess your poster or basically grade it. And then, and I'm going to do all that randomly. I'm going to pick who is assessing each student's poster in a random fashion. So don't worry about that. But your poster itself, you use the template. So you just change what is in that template I sent out. So you've got a logo for Whatcom Community College up here on the upper left. Then you need your title, your name, and the course. Now you are getting points for everything that's here. So if something is missing, you miss all those points, and that'll bring your grade down. So make sure that you put every component in this slide. Okay, and then you will center abstract. There are already little boxes that you can add the information to. And this is where your abstract goes. That abstract that you just turned in, that I made some suggestions on, that's what you put there. Okay? It can be in a smaller type than the rest of it. And it probably should be, so everything fits on one slide. Then you have your introduction or background. And this is in 3 parts. You have your big picture. It might be plant growth, for example, or environmental factors that impact plant growth. Okay? So that's your big picture. You could use your textbook as the source for that information, and you need to cite that information. Okay, so you have your big picture. And then what you're doing is narrowing this down to your research question or hypothesis. So how do we get there? We get there by first having that paragraph on the big picture, and then more specifics, like maybe that factor and some past research that's been done on that. So you'd probably look online for some research that might have been done in the past. And then your last paragraph, which would include your research question or your hypothesis, and that would be info about your organism and your specifics for what you're doing. So in general, when you are writing a research paper or anything like that, this is the order. You start with the big picture and then you narrow it down until you get to your specific purpose, hypothesis, research question, whatever it is for your research. Okay, methods. You'll need to be brief here, and I want this in paragraph form and past tense because you've already done it. Okay, so your methods go here, and again, you have boxes that are already in here. I didn't make this originally, Katja Kraft did, and I've modified hers. Okay, so you might very well just have text on this side. Then you can have all your results in the middle. Now you could put in a box where you have results and you have some text. Or it is certainly fine to do figures, tables, a combination of those, or whatever you want to do. But one of the things you have to do with those is have descriptive titles or legends. So basically, table 1 and the title, and then if you have any abbreviations, like let's say you have standard deviation, SD, and you've used SD in the table, then you would put that as part of your title. Okay? So all of this middle section should be your results. Okay? Then you have your discussion. And that's in 3 parts. Let me make sure I get them correct. Let's see. You've got interpretation, implication, and limitations. Interpret your results. And you'll need to kind of go back to the big picture. Okay? Interpret. No, sorry. Let me go back to your research question or hypothesis. Sorry. Okay? Now, do not just repeat what you have over here. Okay? So, this is, you're interpreting it in regards to what you initially set out to do. Then your implications. Sorry about that. Implications. And this is big picture. You revisit the big picture. All right? And you're going to need citations here. And then limitations. I know that some of you had problems. And all of you who did research at home, you most likely, well, I don't believe anyone had an adequate sample size. So that's probably one of your limitations there. And then you have, and you can make this smaller, the acknowledgments. Those of you who use data sets, Kristen is the person you acknowledge for this, because she is the one who really helped you out there. I didn't do that much. And it'd be good if she helped you in any way to acknowledge her. You can acknowledge me if I helped you, but you can, normally we would do this at the college, and you'd be acknowledging the college too for providing the place and some materials. But you might want to acknowledge, if anybody helped you with getting materials, like paid for them or whatever. And then your literature cited. I am usually really picky about how you do your literature cited, but I'm going to back off on that for this poster. So, if we had been in the face-to-face class, you would have prepared a poster on a PowerPoint slide. You would have sized it so that it was bigger, so that it was 2 feet by 3 feet. So 2 feet this way, 3 feet this way, and sent it to Copy Duplicating. The college would have paid to have it printed out as the big poster. And then we would have had this data presentation at the end of the quarter involving not just your research, but research from different disciplines and And in fact, not just research. The one last year, there were people who did dance. There was improv. There were, excuse me, all kinds of presentations of student work. So that would be the idea there. Okay? But we can't get together. So what I did at the end of last quarter with my environmental science class is what I'm doing with you. I had them still make their poster. I had students assess it. That's where the grade came from. And then you got a grade for assessing and you got a grade for doing your poster. If you have any more questions after this, please ask. I will get back to you, and if it's something that I think the whole class should know, I'll answer it more broadly than just to you. All right? Then good luck with working on this. Bye.